today we're going to be talking about your album. Your album has a very deep the acronym. I would say it says "Too Faithful to Fail." That sounds, that's even the sentence itself. Being a Christian and being somebody who knows a God that is too faithful to fail, that resonates with me. How did you come about that?
Personally, I've always been into music right from when I was a child. I've been in the children's choir and all the way up till now. Still serving in that geographical location of church ministry. One thing I always noticed about myself was that once it comes to singing, people say, "No, give him the mic." Right from when I was a little child, for him to do that, I was just enjoying myself because it looked like what I just loved doing. I just like to sing, gospel songs, of course, growing up, so I've just been into that, but I never knew that it was going to be something that was going to become more of a vocation for me, until I came to a point. One of the days I was having my quiet time and suddenly I was singing songs I knew, and all of a sudden a song dropped, within me, and I began to sing it. I noticed that, this looks more than I'm not just speaking in tongues now. There's something that is, dropping here.
Yeah.
So I had to quickly pause my prayer and took my phone and recorded what I heard, and that began the journey for me, So what the passion for this album is all about is just an avenue to let out, the sounds I've been hearing in my secret place, for the world to also benefit from it as well. The church community, for our churches all over the world to lay their hands on them and be able to use them in their church services, and for personal edification all over the world for people as well.
Yeah.
So that was actually, how I came about, the album.
So what in your life give me one significant event in your life that you saw the hand of God so mightily that made you think God is too faithful to fail? There must have been something. I'm sure there are many things, but just share with us one thing in your life, in your personal life, that you looked at and you said, wow, this God is too faithful to fail.
Well, for the song, actually, it came as a result of the faithfulness of God I saw in the scriptures. It wasn't more of my own personal experiences. Of course, I have loads of them that I can make reference to, for which God can also be termed too faithful to fail. But speaking about the inspiration for this particular song, it came out of the experience the prophet Elijah had on Mount Carmel with the prophets of Baal, when they said, if God is God, let the God answer by fire, be God. And that particular scenario was what actually inspired me towards this song, Too Faithful to Fail, because the prophets of Baal began to call on their God, and they did that from morning till evening, and nobody was showing up, and Elijah even began to mock them. He said, maybe your God traveled, he went to the market, just use your phone and call him and all that. But then when it came to Elijah's turn, he just lifted up his voice and asked God to descend. And this God, he is just too faithful to fail.
Yeah.
He couldn't fail Elijah. He showed up for him. The sacrifice there was consumed, even though there was water poured on it over and over again. That was what inspired me. That scripture, that particular scenario, when I was studying and looking at it, it inspired me. For me, most of my songs are songs that are inspired from the scriptures.
Wow. No, that's a very, very good reference, and I think that's one that would inspire anyone to see the faithfulness of God. God is too faithful. I think one thing many people fail to understand, especially people who don't really believe in God or who are not Christians, don't understand, is there is this, and that's why it's called faith anyway, because God is really, really, really amazing. I've seen him do so many things in my life, in my personal life, in my family, and I've seen those situations. Looking at those situations, I just can resonate with the fact that God is too faithful to fail, and He has never failed. Now, there might be things that you have asked God and God hasn't done them, probably for reasons that are best known to Him. But that's why He's God. It doesn't mean that He has failed. It just means that He didn't give you what you wanted. But a lot of times when my back has been against the wall, I have seen God respond violently, respond aggressively, to make sure that thing happens. Hit subscribe, smash the notification button, like or share. Anything you need to do to get this out there, do it. You know how we do it.